Welcome to the Lost Truth channel. You only have a few minutes to uncover the truth and find out which of our three mysterious and enigmatic stories is real, and which one is a legend. You need to have sharp detective skills to discover the hidden truth. Story number 1. Kidnapper's Fountain. The disappearance of Morris Hall and the mystery of the Eternal Lake. In 1926, Morris Hall, a 33-year-old man, went on a summer trip with his family to Crazy Lake in Minnesota. This lake was famous for its natural beauty and the legends surrounding it. Stories claimed that every year people disappeared in this lake, and no one could ever find them. Morris and his family set up camp by the lake and enjoyed life in nature. One day, Morris told his wife and children that he wanted to go fishing by the lake for a while. He promised to return soon. However, hours later, when he didn't come back, his wife grew worried and went to search for him. Morris's wife quickly headed to the lake's edge, but she found no signs of him. As her concern grew, she informed other family members and then local authorities. A search operation immediately began. Police and volunteers quickly started looking for Morris around the lake, but no trace of him was found. Days passed, and hope of finding Morris began to fade. Rumors about his disappearance at the lake began to circulate, and some locals said the lake might have a mysterious power that devours people. Tales told that if someone went to the lake alone, they might never return. After a week of searching, local authorities decided to halt the efforts. However, Morris's family never gave up and continued looking for him. They went to nearby lakes and told local people about Morris's disappearance. A few months later, a group of fishermen, while fishing near Crazy Lake, discovered a body. This body belonged to Morris Hall, but the circumstances of his death were very suspicious. His body was oddly preserved, with no signs of injury or drowning. Investigations revealed that Morris's death was due to drowning, but no one could explain how he disappeared while being near his family and was later found in the lake. The case of Morris Hall's disappearance remained one of the unsolved mysteries, and Crazy Lake continued to be known as a mysterious and dangerous place in Minnesota's history. Today, the story of Morris Hall and the mystery of the Eternal Lake lives on in the memories of locals and serves as a warning to travelers to exercise caution when approaching the lake. Before we get into the second story, let me tell you something real quick. Our YouTube channel's made for adventure lovers who are all about solving mysteries and crime cases. In every video, we share 3 crazy, mysterious stories, and it's your job to figure out which one's legit and which ones are made up. At the end, we spill the truth. What's real and what's fake. So challenge your brain, like this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Story number 2. Hand in Hand. In 2003, in Iran, a group of 7 friends set off for an adventure in the Zagros forests. They spent 2 nights in the woods. On the second night, they heard voices of other people nearby. Excited, they decided to go meet these strangers and maybe make new friends. One of the group members, Hadi Nasiri, volunteered to approach the voices and invite the newcomers to join their camp for a friendly evening together. After a short while, Hadi suddenly returned to the group, urgently shouting just one word: "Run!" Everyone immediately scattered, each person sprinting in a different direction. Hadi was running alongside 2 others from the group, Mahsa and Nader, a couple deeply in love. In the dark, with hardly any visibility on the rough forest ground, Mahsa and Nader stumbled and fell into a deep pit. Hadi tried to help them, but the pit was both too deep and the danger too close. With no other choice, he fled, narrowly escaping the forest alone. Once safe, Hadi immediately reported the incident to the police. Search teams scoured the entire forest looking for the other 6 members, but found no trace. Even at the site where they had set up camp, all their belongings had mysteriously vanished without a sign. Eventually, Hadi led authorities to the pit where Mahsa and Nader had fallen. At the bottom, the search team found them, lifeless but hand in hand, side by side in their final moments. Later, in a televised interview, Hadi revealed that when he had gone to greet the strangers, he encountered a tribe of wild, strange people with unnatural expressions. Frightened, he turned back toward his friends. But before he could get away, the tribe had seen him and started following him. Police speculated that the remaining 4 missing members might have been captured by this mysterious tribe, though no one could be certain of their fate. The case was officially closed in 2017. Today, Hadi is still alive, 45 years old. Story number 3. The Poisonous Tree. In 2019, in China, a research team of 5 men set out one morning to explore the famous Taihongshan Plain. Their mission was to study the region's plants, trees, and water resources. When night fell, they decided to sleep beneath a large, beautiful tree, but they never woke up. After 2 weeks without any contact, the team's supervisor, who had sent them to the plain, reported their disappearance to the police. The police promptly began an investigation and headed to the area. They found all 5 men lying lifeless beneath a large walnut tree, having passed away in their sleep. The cause was clear: sleeping under a walnut tree can be dangerous, especially at night. Unaware of the type of tree due to the darkness, the group had chosen it as their resting spot, unaware of the risk it posed. The time has come to uncover the truth. Which of these 3 stories do you think is true, and which is just a legend? Let's review them one more time. Story number 1, Kidnapper's Fountain. Morris Hall suddenly fell into a well without making a sound, and after a long time, his body was found completely intact. Story number 2, Hand in Hand. A strange incident happened to a group of people in the woods, where they were captured by a tribe of odd individuals. And in the end, only Hadi survived. Story number 3, The Poisonous Tree. A research team accidentally fell into eternal sleep beneath a walnut tree. You have 20 seconds to figure out which story is real and which one is a legend. Keep in mind that anything is possible. Maybe all of them are legends, maybe all of them are true, or perhaps a mix of both. Feel free to share your predictions in the comments, but be cautious, as the correct answers might spoil it for you. Story number 1, Kidnapper's Fountain, is true. However, stories 2 and 3 are legends and not true. Did you guess correctly? If you have an interesting story from your life or a strange tale in mind, message the Telegram ID shown in the image so we can feature it in our next video. If you enjoyed this video, you can like it and help us out. We'll see you in the next video.